Those of you that watch my channel know that last year I did a fairly extensive review on the Camp Chef Pro 30X, along with the artisan oven and the barbecue top, along with the griddle and the grill top, leg sets, and you name it. I mean, it was the whole 9 yards. And it's actually a very good system, and I still highly recommend it. And if you want to watch those videos, I'll post a link here for them. However, some of my viewers expressed a concern that, what if you don't need all that stuff? What if you're not going to cook a pizza? What if you're not going to do any smoking with a smoke box? So the other very popular grill, and probably more popular even than the Camp Chef, is the Blackstone 17-inch and maybe even the Blackstone 22-inch tabletop griddles. So I went out and bought this out of my own money, so this is not a sponsored review of one versus the other. I paid around $85 or so at Walmart, which was fairly inexpensive. And this does not include a leg kit. It's just what you see here is what you get. You get a 17-inch griddle, and it's designed to run on portable propane tanks. And I also went online and bought a RV grill adapter kit, just like I did with the Camp Chef, so that you can use this with the propane system in your RV. And I bought a third-party cover because it was about half the price of the Blackstone one. And this comes with both a carry cover and a grill top cover when you have it set up. I did not buy the leg kit, as it costs almost as much as the grill did. And I ended up having to use a table because the hose going to the RV is only 6 foot long, and it was a little bit short to take it to the picnic table. And I'll have to start bringing that hose regardless of which system I bring. This third-party cover doesn't really fit all that well because it doesn't compensate for the hose. But even if you had a portable bottle, it's not going to fit very well. It also includes a bag, though, so that when you want to transport or store it, you can put the grill in the bag. It does come with a regulator for a 1-pound tank, and this is a third-party buy. So if you want to hook it to the RV, you got to use the third-party gear. And if you do, you don't need a regulator because there's a regulator in the RV already. The regulator is only required for the 1-pound bottle. And I do like how the griddle can flip upside down, and that's how you would store it for transporting. So that's kind of nice. The one thing though that I do not like is the rearward facing grease outlet. And they give you this Mickey Mouse little grease cup with these little aluminum foil holders that you probably have to buy from Blackstone. But I suppose it does work. Just more junk you got to take that you don't really need. And so we're going to fire this up for the first time. And the way you do that is you just turn it to light. And I didn't see nothing happen. There we go. It only allows you to click it once before you got to turn it back off. And the first time it didn't work, but the second time it did. So that's just something else you have to get used to. And we'll have to season it for the first time. Now it is a little windy day, and I can hear the flame blowing around a little bit, which was the same thing that happened with the Camp Chef. Well, we've cleaned and seasoned the grill, brought it up to temperature. A little olive oil. And we don't normally cook fries that much, but I just wanted to see how this was with cooking different types of foods. And then we'll put a little steak seasoning on them. The top does not seem to be even. We have about 225, 250, 240. Then in the center we're 328, 350. This side we're 360, 380, 400. So from 240 to 420, you're going to get a variation in heat. And of course, this is cast iron, so after a while it'll probably even out a little bit. And I do have this on high. The Camp Chef, I could get up to 600 degrees. If you could sear steaks, you're not going to do as good of a job searing steaks on this one. This has a 12,000 BTU burner. The Camp Chef is a 30,000 BTU burner, so more than double. And the fries are getting close to done, so we're going to turn this down to maybe closer to medium, especially since this seems to be the hotter side. And the burgers are about done, so it's time to put some buttered buns on the grill. Oh yeah. My final thoughts. For under $100 at Walmart prices, it is hard to beat the cost of this griddle. And even when you add the cost to the bag and the propane hose for the RV, you are still under $150. Of course, you don't need either one of those if you don't want. But how are you going to carry the grill if you don't have at least the bag? Still, it's a viable alternative if you only need a simple griddle and don't need all of the extra functionality of the Camp Chef system. Its low cost, small size, and relatively lightweight griddle are its best features in my view. But if you start adding leg sets and other accessories, the cost starts skyrocketing and it is less attractive of an option. And while the Blackstone 17-inch griddle has its place, if you want the ultimate in grilling, I still have to go with the Camp Chef. I did not particularly like how the piezo lighter worked, nor am I fond of the rear grease opening, but those are things that you would get used to. This video is approved by Leo. Visit rv-project.com.